Last of Us. I even took the time to write down the notes of what the creators of the show. But we already got out of time. Let's just talk about it.
As soon as that guy spoke, I
You
was
knew?
like, he's a creepy cult.
Yeah.
I get drink the Kool-Aid vibes from this dude. This is a creepy.
I didn't
creepy
trust
dude.
him.
No,
I didn't know
was
what
like-
it was, but I didn't trust
For
him.
us who haven't played the game.
Yeah,
if we're
I
just-
didn't know what it was, but I didn't trust him. And
too
then when
nice.
his real, I was like, well, my gut said it. There it was. Like that, I had that exact same reaction.
I
sort of thing.
loved
I think
it
for
with-
me, it was a lot of that.
For me,
When he's giving the whole religion speech
The
to all
sermon?
these starving people, I was like, this dude's cult.
for me, it was when he slapped the hell out of that.
No,
See, I got it before
I
that.
was talking about in the beginning.
beginning.
'Cause I was
Yeah.
right in the
Yeah.
beginning, and he's telling all these people this stuff, and you're just like, no.
In
this
the
dude
beginning, he
is
had me
not
because
okay.
when he looked at his second in command and was like, "This is not a code. Go get the medicine. I'm not playing
I didn't
around."
trust it. I had a weird gut feeling about it, and I was like, this isn't right. Something's
didn't-
not right.
I didn't trust his second in command.
For
I,
sure.
I knew that because he was loyal. I wasn't surprised when he doubled back and he got the medicine, but he still came back to try to take Ellie out just in case. He was being loyal, but the way it was just the way he delivered it was so perfectly. Like, so Joel was hurt from the last season, and Ellie needed medicine. She went out to trying to get food, and then she bumps into a new group. Mm-hmm. We're talking about David. Was his name right? Was it David? Mm-hmm. And his group of people, and it felt like that this guy was a nice guy. But maybe there is something nice in this crazy world. But real quick,
Are we
it
doing
turns out-
spoilers?
I mean, it's been it's
Yeah.
Chapter finale.
Yeah.
we're-
So I was like, can I like?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Because my favorite part of this episode, truly, and I know it's part of the game, mind you, but my favorite part is that she rescued herself.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate that she had to go through that, what she went through in this episode. It was traumatic, obviously. But I absolutely loved that she rescued herself and that they didn't have Joel rescue her.
Yeah, that was
Because
also in the game.
And I guess in the game you play her in this
Yeah.
part of the game, which is kind of cool. But I like that in the end, he was just there for comfort, which was a vulnerability from him that he hadn't displayed yet.
Yes,
and
baby girl.
Yes.
We finally got
and my heart
that
just
baby
went,
girl, huh?
Like, oh, like,
I got you, baby girl.
yeah, like, and it was the most comforting thing that she needed in that moment because she had just,
Because she tapped into her darkness.
well, it's not even hers. She saw a darkness in others where he was about to force himself upon her.
Yeah.
And she being a gay female, that is even more traumatic.
Yeah.
And on so many different levels.
But
and
I'm talking about that darkness that even David and when the creators of the show acknowledged
she had
he
to-
saw.
Or he just said, you're
You're
the same.
the
as
same,
me,
yeah.
even though
Yeah,
you're
I can
not."
tell.
She had to, in my mind, she's going to have to reconcile with that because the darkness that she has, like he's trying to blame it on this is what just you have. Whereas I think for her, it is developed. It's not nature. It's nurtured in because of the life that she's had to live. And so I feel like she's going to have to reconcile and forgive herself for the fact that she might have this darkness because of the life she is having to live, this apocalyptic life.
Yes, it says right here in the notes. It says, I'll go to the other half of it. She was surprised by the accusation of being called violent by David. He sees a violent heart in her. No, I can't even read my own handwriting. We love her. We want to be even though we love her as a character, we want to. They said we're a little scared of her because she potentially could become a very dark.
I think anybody has that
anybody
ability,
has.
and especially in an apocalyptic scenario where you have to literally fight for your life. She is literally living fight, flight, or freeze trauma responses 24/7.
Yeah.
So of course this is a guard. This is her armor. That's why she curses the way she does. That's why she smarts off the way she is because she doesn't want to get hurt. She's been constantly getting hurt and she's in trauma mode. So yeah, and I don't think that it makes her have a evil heart or a dark soul or anything like that.
The writers and the creators, they say she does.
I think that that's a setup.
I mean, there's a sequel to the game, so we don't know what she did in that second.
I think that that's a setup. That's my prediction. They're trying to tell you that you're going to see a development or a complex.
We're just wondering how it's, like you said, going to be nurtured.
I love how handicapped Joel still took out his
I know,
whole
right?
doggone team.
I mean, he's a vet. I mean, he kicked into soldier mode.
He got some antibiotics and he's like, all right, I can kill people.
No, she's like, don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
He's like, got it.
That pep talk was so funny to me. He's like, Joel, here's a knife. Like, it felt like Taken. I'm gonna get kidnapped, okay?
Yes.
You kill them all when you wake up, okay? Like that whole pep talk was funny to me. I thought that was hilarious, and he followed through. He was like, all right,
but he didn't rescue her. She rescued her.
And let's
the video game Joel is in this. He's the one that you were talking about is his henchman that was a bad.
Yeah, the second. Yeah, that was Joel.
He talked.
I thought it was funny.
Behind the scenes about like he really enjoyed getting to
character.
do this.
Yeah, I saw that.
I thought it was funny that Ellie, this version of Ellie, killed Joel. The video game Joel.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. Joel calls her baby girl after he says that for the first time in 20 years.
Yep.
At the end, you see something snap in Ellie. The question is it permanent or can she find her way back? These are the notes. I wrote down everything that the producers
from their
said.
behind the scenes, yeah.
From the behind the scenes. That is the question. Is obviously just like Tabitha was saying, it's in there. But how will it be nurtured? If she bumps into enough Davids, she's gonna snap.
Sad that our finale is the shortest episode of the whole season.
Really? Is it? I haven't noticed that.
Like 43 minutes.
Yes.
Oh man.
Everything else has been like 50
I'm
minutes
are
or
you
more.
Serious?
So I feel like they're gonna jam pack all the action in it. Really? It's gonna be bloaters everywhere. You're gonna freak out,
We
Tabs.
also get to see the video game Ellie is in the finale. She's the mother.
Gonna be playing her
She's
mom.
playing
Yeah,
the
in
mom.
a flashback.
Aww. I love that. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, guys, let us know what you thought of The Last of Us episode 8. I thought it was great. This show, if they stick the landing, perfect season. Perfect. I don't give the greatest of all time willy-nilly.
I saw another little interview thing of Pedro Pascal talking about this show.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh because he calls her in real life. He's nicknamed her Belly because her name is Bella, and then the TV in this show is Ellie, and he's combined, so it's Belly. And I'm like, that's actually good because I find myself because the names are kind of similar. Saying Bella. Oh wait, it's not Bella, it's Ellie in the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just
smashed it together for you.
Belly. He calls her Belly.
He could do no wrong.
Guys, let us know what you guys thought about that, and I can't wait to talk about the season finale.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.